Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Bitcoin podcast.
The quality has deteriorated significantly since last
Drastically,
time.
it's gone.
Uh,
It's gonna keep going. In fact, we are about to converge right back to where the quality of our show was in the very beginning. Right, we're giving you guys that old school vibe of the Bitcoin podcast. I'm the host that talks first, and my name is D.
and then we'll insert an audio sample of Corey saying, "I'm the host. I'm the second host, or host number two." And then I'm Jesse, host number three.
Jesse, how you been, man? How's life?
I'm grinding. I'm out here on the streets. I'm grinding for my life.
Fighting for my fucking life. Is that what you saying?
Yeah, of course.
You can't be grinding that hard. You had time enough to shave.
No, I didn't. I haven't shaved today. I haven't
Oh, it's
shaved for
just
the past 3 days.
how do you,
Yeah,
first
it's a
of all,
light.
I need to ask you some questions that I've been needing to ask you for years
All
now.
right, shoot.
When you work in that predator light, how is it
Uh
affecting your brain long term, dude? It looks like you're being actively hunted by one of the predators at all times on all video calls.
Wait, don't they do like night vision, or like heat vision? Some sort of like
Yeah,
thermal mapping. It's
I
not
honestly
blue.
feel like because you live in that light, they wouldn't even
Yeah.
see your warm blood.
Wow. Do I have blue blood? Am I like the Avatar? Do they bleed blue?
The avatars?
Yeah.
I'm
Or
pretty
is it
sure they
green?
bleed blue. I saw blue when they were getting beat
Okay.
up by humans. By the way, and you guys can
Mhm.
hate me if you want, audience. I am pro human in the Avatar series. I don't fucking care about those aliens at all. What's going on Earth that we need to take another planet's resources to survive or thrive? I'm on Team Human. Fuck them up, bro. Machine guns, missiles. Fuck those trees. Like, I'm a human. I'm not an alien. I don't give a damn about no blue aliens with the ponytails. Now, when I was younger, I did fuck with that ponytail. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had one, and my dog had one, so we could like talk. But anyways, we're gonna let off tangent. This is the Bitcoin podcast where we talk about crypto some of the time. We hang out mostly all of the time. Um, so if we're gonna talk a little bit about crypto, what I've seen this week, and this is the year of our Lord. What was this week? This is August.
You said year, so 2025.
This is the year of our Lord 2025. The day is we're recording this on Tuesday, August 19th. The markets have taken a bit of a dip. It's one of those moves in the market where you get on Twitter and everybody's like, people are selling stuff. It's time to sell. I mean, Bitcoin is highly correlated with traditional markets now, right? So I would say that if Bitcoin and crypto are anything, they're a wild card that the off chance every once in a while they might diverge from traditional markets and macroeconomic effects. But right now, they're just sliding into the humanity sauce. I don't know. Like,
So I guess in this week the interesting there's a few interesting things that happened. There was the cubic 51 in quotes, air quotes, 51% attack on Monero. That was
Monero, yeah,
interesting,
that's right. Y'all
right?
talked about that.
So that was an interesting thing. So it wasn't compromised from. So what they did is they supplanted the incentives from mining Monero directly with their own token called the Cubic token. So they would essentially give you more money to mine through them, right? And so they
Mhm,
were
mhm.
able to control a certain amount of the hash rate for a certain period of time. And those details we can post them in the video description if you would like to learn more about what happened there. Um,
Yeah, 51% are whack, man. 51% tax there. But apparently on Twitter, all the rage going around is that two mining pools have over 51% of the mining pool active. The mining, what's the mining share? What's the man? I've been in this so
hash
damn
rate,
long, can't remember the words. Hash rate. There we go.
yeah.
So I don't know. But I thought 51% attack was just a probability thing. Like, yeah, if you have 51% attack, it's still very expensive to actually make a change or actually do anything that's harmful. So it's like, but just the fact that there's 51% and above is like queasy. Makes you feel queasy.
I would. What was your question? What was the thing that you
No, I was
wanted
just saying,
clarified?
like, as I recall, like a
Uh,
51% attack isn't instantaneous. It's not like, oh, party's over, 51% attack. It just means that there's an increasing probability that they can fuck with the chain, but it's still going to be expensive for them to both coordinate and physically fuck with the chain.
yeah, there's published like reports on like in real time economic costs of coordinating a 51% for a certain duration of time, and
Hmm.
each blockchain that's running on proof of work has a certain like block cadence, and depending on how many blocks you are essentially mining, like the nonce of, you can do a you can basically make everybody else participating in mining, you can invalidate them, right? So if you
Yeah.
mine like 20 subsequent blocks, you basically orphan everybody else at some point when you push that.
Hmm.
So
It can be crippling
yeah,
in many ways. Which was
yeah,
trying to
it's
like,
definitely not good.
obviously, you posted. I think you posted it in our community. You said, "Hey, privacy is under attack," and it showed Monero is under attack. Obviously, the regulations because of what the Tornado Cash guy, right? He was found guilty, I think, right?
Roman storm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't know, man. Privacy's not winning a lot of battles lately,
Well, I think
which
yeah,
sucks.
there were a few there were three counts and he was found guilty on, oh god. Dude, I
He
ingest
didn't
so
get
much
the money
information.
laundering one, but he was found guilty on
No.
most. The one that people didn't want him to be found guilty on. It was
Transmission, right? Was it transmission? I can't remember.
I can't recall, but I know the judge said something along the lines, basically like you knew what you were building, and
I'll pull it up.
you
I'll
built,
pull it up so
you
we
built
don't butcher the
you built
details.
a tool for criminality, my guy. You built
Hold
a
on,
tool
hold
for
on.
criminality. Hey, that's some
No,
shit.
this is something that we should get right. Hold on.
I mean, we can get it all quantum right. If we get it wrong, people are gonna say like, "Oh, you guys suck. This is the real news," and we're gonna be like, "Thanks for the engagement
This is
points. Thanks for the engagement." No, okay. Even though I know some
where did
people
I
do that.
post that?
Can you imagine being purposefully a butthole so people just engaged with you and you got internet points?
There's a guy
God,
who does that.
there's a lot of people that do that. It's like, God, you're just
Yeah.
a terrible person.
Yeah. So they found him guilty of operating an unlicensed crypto business, but cleared him of sanctions violations. So yeah.
Yeah, but precedents were set.
Yeah,
Precedents were
overall
made.
it's not good because if you're writing code that should be free speech, and regardless of who uses your tools, like it's you shouldn't be held liable for that. um yeah,
Do you
tools
talk with
are
your hands?
neutral.
Do you ever talk with your
Eh,
hands?
yeah, don't you remember when you were over? Talked with my hands pretty well.
I feel like you just talk with your chest.
Okay.
Very
All
buff
right.
man. Jesse's a buff man. But like how would you say
Oh,
precedent?
Wyoming launched its first stablecoin. It was the first state in the US to launch its own stablecoin. That's also another pretty big piece of news. I wonder how that'll
Uh,
work. That goes back to like Civil War era when each state was issuing their own currency. I don't know
yeah,
if
I know,
people
bro.
dug back into history that far, but that definitely happened.
Things are going full circle. Yeah. You know what?
Let's see.
Some of those red states that are crazy, crazy in debt to the blue states should launch their own tokens to see if they can make up that deficit a little bit.
Dude, I have this craziest conspiracy. You want to
How
hear
do
it?
you say conspiracy with your hands?
This, I'm doing this. It's a
Conspiracy.
simple one. I have a crazy conspiracy. What
Okay.
if the US government shorts the shit out of crypto and tanks it to pay off the deficit?
I mean, it's a good what if, man.
Just evaporates the entire, market cap of crypto through BlackRock and Fidelity and Vanguard. I don't know.
Smash it easily. It would be like a week long endeavor, and people would be like, "Whoa, crypto
I'm
just
just
got zapped."
I wonder like I that's the thing about traditional finance. I feel like there's black magic in there that I don't know what sort of shit that they can do from a legal standpoint and enforce it. Uh because you know how like gold repatriation happened, right?
Hmm.
And they're probably not going to repatriate crypto because like that would require them going, door to door to everybody, I
Yeah,
guess. That's kind of ridiculous. It doesn't scale well. But like if you just short the value of crypto, like I wonder if people would dump
it's not
and then they
about
buy it
people.
back and then they pump
It's
it back
about
up again.
having. Yeah, it's. I think it's about having such a significant portion held in these centralized bodies, right? And that's what scares
Yeah.
me is that like
Well, you
this
saw that they're no longer
owning.
going to be creating a Bitcoin reserve. You saw that, right? They were like,
I did
psych.
see that.
Yeah.
I did see that,
Yeah.
which everyone should have saw coming. We know who we're dealing with here, but it's just like so. One, I honestly feel like the game theoretics of crypto will outlast governments and nation states trying to mess with it.
Hmm. I think so too.
Um, just because
Like conspiracy was just fun to say.
the thing
You know.
is that the U.S. alone isn't. If like let's talk about how much Russia owns and
Uh
China
huh.
owns that they're not talking about, and the UK and all these countries own that they're not talking. If there's enough distribution of ownership globally, then I don't think one nation state can tank it. I don't think one nation state has enough money in the coffers to tank it. I think that
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it will. I think it's a fun to think about, but I don't know. Now I've got some other conspiracy. You heard my conspiracy theory on Tether. I feel like the U.S. is going to
That's
try to body block Tether, but I feel like
wait. What? No way. Wait. Spill the entire
I think the U.S. is
design
going
of
to try
what
to
you're.
regulate Tether out of existence and put USDC as the top stable coin, and then they're just going to like slowly but surely create this moat of regulation around when and where stable coins can be used and how. That
Uh
if you short Tether with like $1,000 right now, short it to
huh.
like 90 cents, it'll be one of those once in a lifetime hits where you're like short it with like $1,000 and 100x leverage, and then see if I'm right in 10 years because Tether is like dangerous to the USDC.
You know what I think? I think Tether is operated by U.S. intelligence. I think they let it happen.
Oh, this is a good episode. What are we gonna title
uh,
this?
Jesse and D pretend to be what's the guy who does conspiracies?
Boomhauer from no, Dale from King of the Hill.
What the hell?
Dale from King of the Hill. You know the guy with the glasses and
No, I
he
was talking about
talks
the guy who
like
has a
this,
podcast who
and
does conspiracy theories.
he's
Not
like
a
they put
okay.
goat hair in Coca-Cola, Hank.
Oh my
I'm
god.
telling you, they do it to suppress our
You watch
emotion.
King of the Hill?
I love that show, dude. It's so
Really?
wholesome and funny, and just like
I've watched a few
God,
episodes. It's funny, but I never
it's
watched
just
a lot of it.
you vibe with dadding. Like you should watch
I
King of the
do. I do. I
It's
probably like maybe if I watched it now, I would probably be like, yeah, this is good.
a dad show. The latest
You know
episode.
what I had? Yeah, sorry.
What?
I sorry.
No. Go for it. I was gonna
I've
do a
been watching
spoiler alert,
I've
but
been
I don't want to
watching
spoil it.
I've been watching Mom, the TV show
Dumb
Mom
mom.
on Netflix.
What's that one?
It's about it's about a single mom who is raising two children, trying to break the cycle of teenage pregnancy, and she has a daughter who in I guess spoiler, her daughter got pregnant. So it's not going so well in terms of breaking the cycle, but it's kind of like a slice of life drama, but sometimes comedy, most often comedy show. It's interesting because the
this is a show you fuck with now? Like you just
I
stumbled
guess.
on it?
I guess. I don't know, dude. Like I put it on when I was eating like a sandwich, and I was like, interesting. This is like it had me audibly laughing.
Like
And then Christina
you
watched it,
you
and
made
she
the
also
decision.
started laughing.
Like you pushed
I
OK on the remote to press play and
I
start.
did. I did. And I was like, huh, interesting.
I need a rundown of this. So you're eating a
Yeah.
sandwich, and Christina
Yeah.
is
No, Christina wasn't there. I binged like the first season by myself.
Oh, now you're bringing her in the party. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, this
Yeah.
was such a good show. We
Yeah.
should watch. I'll watch season
Yeah.
1 with you,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then we'll watch season 2
Yeah.
together.
Yeah. And like,
And
yeah. Yeah. It's surprisingly
you know what
I
though?
maybe I just have basic bitch tastes in TV shows right now at this point,
No,
but it's kind of funny to me.
I think that's the power of why you're willing to pay $27 a month for Netflix, but watch like
Uh-huh.
one show a year. That's the power of it. It's just like that when you find
There's
that one show, you're like,
okay.
yeah, this is fucking great. And like you just like roll with it. Like there's no way on paper for me to justify the amount I pay for streaming services per month. But that one show, like right now for Hulu, it's like Alien Earth. I'm all over it. And it's
What is
like,
that about?
sure. It's like the Aliens franchise, but like it's before the it's right after the first Alien and this like spaceship with Earth crashing the Earth with aliens on it.
Mhm.
It's the story
So
that's never told.
is this like are they like cavemen mode or are we
No,
post
no, it's hella
industrialization?
futuristic. It's hella futuristic
Okay.
because you gotta think if we're
Okay.
mining planets for resources,
Humans are mining planets or are
yeah, that's
aliens.
the first Alien movie.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
like a mining.
It's been too long since I've seen the first Alien movie, so I
Oh,
forgot. I don't rewatch those.
I used to read alien books as a teen. I was that weird kid in class with alien and predator novels, like
Interesting.
reading them like Twilight books and shit in the fucking in my high school classes. But yeah, anyways, a
Interesting.
lot of shit going on in the alien universe. But anyways, we were talking about crypto, right? We were making these crazy conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
It's like when I see something like Wyoming making a stable coin, all I
Mhm.
can think about is like we are literally all this other tangential stuff going on with crypto
Mhm.
is cool exercises, but as soon as something becomes valuable enough, the traditional markets are gonna just peel it away. They're just gonna peel it away and use it for
Mhm.
themselves. Like
Mhm.
I saw something recently that like somebody was telling me because I was having a discussion with somebody who works for a government contractor.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, the government always leads commercial, always leads the public. And he was like, not anymore. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, yeah, like the days of like government agencies like NASA innovating and creating something that then gets shared with the public, those are over. Now open source and the public is leading governments. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
It's not that's not quite true for all sectors. That may be
Not for all
true
sectors,
for certain sectors. Yeah.
but he gave me some examples, and I was like, damn. So like, what if crypto is just like, they let the nerds play around and make stuff, and then when something actually looks like it has teeth, they just suck the life out of it, and just it becomes a middleman.
It's a good
I don't
strategy.
know.
Yeah.
I just feel
I
like the
would like to hear
ultimate.
those examples. What were the examples he gave?
I was actually kind of drunk, so I don't really remember the examples. I'm just trying to give a
Okay.
story here for a
Okay.
podcast, but
Got it.
um, which reminds me, this is a good time. Personal service announcement, everybody. Um, don't drink a lot. Drink enough, right? Like,
Or don't drink at all. That's
yeah,
also an option.
yeah. You, mm, I mean, maybe. I mean, hey, these aren't my words. Like this is Teddy Roosevelt saying this, not me. You know Teddy
Mhm.
Roosevelt. Speak
Yeah.
softly.
President.
Speak softly. Have a big old dick.
Mhm.
That Teddy Roosevelt. He said,
Okay.
"I don't trust a man that doesn't drink." And
You know, funnily enough, most Eastern Europeans also have that same motto. Like you have to get sloppy drunk so that they understand the depth of which you are a genuine person, because they know that when you get drunk, sloppy drunk, the truth comes out in terms of who you really are. And if you do that over a long period of time, you'll definitely, you know, you'll definitely expose who you truly are.
That is very true. Now, I don't want to
Yeah.
offend any Eastern Europeans listening, but I read some history books. There's a lot of crazy shit happening out there in Eastern Europe. So I'm gonna just
Shout
leave it
out
at
to
that.
all my Eastern European friends.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. Y'all know more about this history because you're living in it, but I just read about it in the books. That's all. Um, yeah, shout out to Eastern Europe, all of it. Uh, let's see what else is going on crazy in the crypto world. I do
Are you
feel
actually pay attention? Are you paying attention to crypto stuff while you like you're
I'm trying as hard as I can. I'm reading
okay?
headlines and stuff on the weekends and stuff.
Because it still blew
And
my mind that you didn't know about Aave, like when we met up in Las Vegas.
I wouldn't say didn't know about Aave. I would say more so didn't know what it was. Like I knew
That's even
Aave
worse though.
thing, but I didn't know like how it works. Right? Is like its own chain? Is it like I was always like, oh, okay, because I don't. After taking some risks in crypto, you
Yeah.
take less risks when
Like
you
when you
let people make
LP'd
this work. Yeah, like that was an unnecessary risk I wanted to take to
and I was
experiment and
like,
see what it
well,
was like.
yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, I should have just kept my Ethereum. It would have been better,
Well,
right?
there's nuance there. You can LP, but just LP wisely.
First, be the first. Be the first person to LP in that pool and have a good size of it, and you'll probably do pretty well. Um, but ooh, we got a message in our community.
What? What
What,
do you mean?
we, I don't know. I
What do
just
you
got
mean?
a. It's like
Discord?
whoop, whoop. Somebody's talking to us.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's the Augie answer my Excel question from earlier. And like I told him I was trying to do if ands, but when I was doing if ands, it was still only returning the first lookup. Anyway, sorry, we're not gonna have an Excel conversation on on a
Yeah,
podcast.
you have to sequence and index your non-unique entries, and then you can reference it that way.
Yeah, but first I have to make them non-unique by concatenating.
You don't have to make them non-unique, do you?
I have to make them non-unique because right now there's merged headers, and you can't look up a merged header. You have to
Oh.
it has to be straight one to one. So I'm gonna have to concatenate to create unique headers and then do my lookups, which shouldn't be long. It shouldn't take me long at all. And for the audience, concatenate means put together two string data.
No, you can concatenate anything. Depends on how low
Well,
level
I mean, text like by
programming
the
language
words.
is. You can do shit that just doesn't make any sense.
If you're thinking of the word concatenate, yeah, you can kind of put anything
Oh,
together.
okay. You're yeah.
But in Excel,
Yeah.
concatenate is for string or number data.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. But anyways, enough about that. Trying to think of anything else happened in crypto that is like worth talking to. I do know that my prediction, again, looking at everybody who the audience like there, my prediction that it takes a very long time to codify this entrenched money to move is very true. A little birdie has told me from a friend that work closely with or work with that her or his massive massive financial advisory firm slash life insurance firm has been given the green light to start educating all of their clients on how to add crypto to their retirement portfolios. So I knew there was it's at the beginning of the year I made this comment in Discord. We can go back to it, and I was like, guys, this is a big thing for crypto, but do understand it's going to take a very long time because it takes a very long time for these organizations to mobilize and move. They got to educate themselves. They
There's
got
some
to
statistic
educate.
that I saw like less than 1% of money managers or fund managers have like less than like 3% of crypto exposure, like not no more than 3%. So it's like very, very
Adoption.
tiny. Yeah.
Adoption is the only thing that matters.
Well, no, also having a president that would just YOLO sign bills that say, yeah, you can collateralize your house in crypto now. Like,
YOLO. Yeah. Uh-oh. Did I lose you? Are you lost? Hello? Did I lose you?
yeah, yeah, you lost me for a bit
Oh, okay.
and then I'm back. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This president is YOLOing in lots of ways at once. It's kind of hard to keep up with and very depressing sometimes. But anyways, I don't want to go down that path. The the hello darkness, my old friend. Not down that
Uh,
path again. Um, but yeah, like it's starting to look up for crypto in lots of ways. It's starting to look weird for crypto in lots of ways. But adoption is the only thing that matters. So I will say for the first time, my uncles are hitting me up about crypto advice, which used to be my aunties, but they don't talk to me about it anymore. They don't. But now it's my uncles.
I had
So I
an
don't know
uncle
what that
that
means.
asked me about some crypto stuff. That was like last year or the year before. Yeah.
Did you tell them like I don't know what you're talking about?
I know I was like I explained to him with adequate detail that these are what the things he needs to understand, and he was like, I don't understand any of this. Like, so at that point I said okay, and that was the conversation.
Hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes you can give people the information that they want and then they don't know what to do with it because they're not motivated enough to dig into it, and then it's just like okay,
Here's
that's
my
where it
thing.
ends.
I know the saying you're talking about. You're saying if you take a horse to water, you can't make it drink.
No, no, no. He came to me to drink. I gave him the water. He couldn't figure out how to drink it. I gave him the most water. Yeah.
Maybe you gave him too much water.
I think he drowned.
Yeah. He came to me wanting a sip, and I waterboarded him. And then he said, I don't want any more of that water, actually. I think I'm okay. No, like I just don't understand that saying because like if you tie the horse up next to the lake, it's gonna start drinking water eventually.
Yeah, eventually you get thirsty. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the saying. That's how you beat the saying is like you lock someone in a room and you just give them crypto knowledge until they buy
That's been this entirety of my existence on the podcast. Forced
yeah.
forced learning through osmosis. And then at some point I just kind of did it on my own.
We locked Jesse in the room and we repeated our podcast on loop to him until we became a crypto super knot. That's how we do it. Mm. Grapes are delicious blessings from above, I think. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted there. The last thing I want to talk about is these growing articles that a Harvard scientist saw a spaceship enter our solar system.
Oh yeah, that
We
one.
didn't
I
talk
don't know
about
about
it,
that one.
but what if
Yeah, I
it's
don't know
true,
about that.
dude? I need them to land in Israel right now today. I need them to
What are they
land
gonna
on the
do?
Gaza. They just need to land on the Gaza Strip and say like, "Hey guys,
Jesus isn't real.
the plot changed." That's all they
God
need to
isn't
say.
real. What if
The
they just
plot.
like God isn't real and then
That would be
boom,
crazy. That would be.
we made God up? What if they did that and they showed like a trail of evidence
Ugh, can
that
you
proved that?
imagine if
Like
aliens land on the
if that's
planet
like
and
a
were
Rick
like,
and Morty,
"Hey,"
yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh shit!" I think I know what I would do.
What would you
I would
do
go to the church that I grew up with and ask for a refund.
for the tithing?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. I don't think they do that. I think that money is long gone to the pastors
I wrote
with
my
their
name
jumbo
on it and the
jets.
date. I wrote my name and the date. They know it was me.
that paid for like a drop of jet fuel that
They
goes into that
logged it.
private jet.
I would say, hey, get upon hearing the current state of the news of the universe, I feel it is well within my rights as a constituent of your church to please ask for a refund. We don't have to worry about interest. I just want the principal back, and we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I would approach that conversation, I think.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't think that would work. Because if you wrote it
Oh,
off on your taxes, like then that means you could you ask the government for the tax money back too, or like the no, wait, no, that wouldn't work. They
I
would
didn't
want
do
the
all
tax
that.
money
Does
to
do
you.
people really do that?
People do that. Catholics who give like 20% tithing, like isn't it like 10 to 20%, something like that in that
That's
range?
wild. That's a lot of money.
That's like another tax.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's the thing about cryptos is such baby money compared to the money that's really out there. It's like, what are we doing here? Like, I
Well,
mean,
money is
it's a big
fake,
deal to
so I mean,
us.
yeah,
I
money's not
mean,
really real.
sometimes it feels really real.
It feels real when you're poor, and then when you're rich or you're like, middle class, and it's just like, the standard of living is probably equalized unless you have like a super yacht, and you're like Jeff Bezos, you're
What would you
balling
want
like
on your
that.
super yacht? I know for a fact I know what I'd want. I
I don't want
want
a super yacht. Why would I want a super yacht? I don't even want a boat.
to make money off of it.
No, you just imagine. No, I don't need
What do you
money.
mean?
If I'm
No, they're
rich,
not
why
on
would
the
you need
yacht
more
all the
money?
time. They rent the yacht out.
If you have money, why do you need more money?
Dude, that's like saying if you have ice cream in the freezer, why buy more? Like what kind of
You
statement
buy
is that?
more ice cream when you have ice cream in the freezer?
Yeah, like there's at least two ice cream options in my freezer at all times. Like, because some days I might want some dark, some days I might
Uh,
want some light. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're talking to somebody who lost 20 pounds since January by removing all the ice cream in my freezer.
you're talking to somebody who lost 25 pounds by working his ass off on the road. All right.
With ice cream in your
But
freezers wherever
when I
you
get
go.
home, there's ice cream being eaten, my friend. And I have options.
Uh,
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't understand that question. It's like, okay, here's something that hits home that we've talked about on the show many times. Do you
mhm.
need more Counter Strike skins? You have them already.
No, I don't need any more.
Okay, bad example. Do you need to be stronger? You're already strong.
That's not true because there is a
Bullshit.
limit in which your body starts breaking. And I touched that. I want to touch it again. Like it's like the stove was hot, but maybe you can touch it a little bit longer than the last time you touched it. And that's the ooga booga in men that does things like, hey, I wonder how hard you could punch this punching bag. Oh, let me see if I can get a higher number than you. That type of mentality is that's the same thing. It's very dumb, but you got to have like at least one or two of those hobbies in your life.
All right, so then owning a super yacht is dumb.
I, go for it. Nobody's stopping you. Just not my
I want
dumb.
to own a super duper yacht. How about that?
Go for it.
I want to own things to the point where I could name them like Street Fighter named all those video games back in the 90s. Like Streets,
Mm,
Ultra Yacht,
mhm,
Hyper Tournament Yacht,
mhm.
Ultra Hyper Yacht. Like, just, which by the way, like to this day, that's bullshit. They were selling the same exact game with like different character costumes. Damn, they do the same thing to this day.
What about moves? The moves change.
Not really.
The inputs change.
Not from Ultra Street Fighter to like Mega Hyper. They were the same. You just got different costumes.
What do you mean ultra mega hyper? Okay, they're on Street Fighter 5 right now. Let's be accurate, right? Right? It's
No,
five,
this is
right?
like Street Fighter 27 if you look at it all put together.
No, we're pretending those other Street Fighters don't exist right now. So
Oh,
Street
separate
Fighter
universe.
5,
The
separate
multiverse is
universe, separate
multiverse.
universe.
Okay.
So
So I want
Street
to
Fighter
say
5,
how many
it
Street
feels
Fighter.
different. I played the OG Street Fighter, and then I played Street Fighter 5, completely different, not just reskinned.
All right, I'm going to roll it off to you. There were 7: Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, Street Fighter 2 The New Challengers, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 The Anniversary Edition, Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD, Street Fighter 2 The Final Challengers. That's one,
Hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Street Fighter 2s.
Hmm.
So by that naming convention, there needs to be Super Yacht, Super Duper Yacht, Super Yacht, the new yacht, super, super turbo yacht,
Speaking of
super turbo
yachts,
yacht HD. Go on. Yes. Yes. Now you're in the yacht
and
game. I've
you
talked you
made
into
a
it.
Counter Strike reference. Gabe Newell, who owns Valve, which makes Steam the distribution for games on PC largely,
Mhm.
uh, he bought a $300 million super yacht. Why? To put 60 to 70 researchers to go fuck around in the ocean.
No, that's a sex boat.
That's,
That's a sex boat, dude. That's people like Gabe Newell have to do stuff like that to get regular booty.
I can't
Believe it,
imagine that to be true, but okay.
dude. Come on, look at him, bro. Look at him.
He's Gabe Newell. Like if you were a nerdy person, you'd be like, oh yeah, it's Gabe Newell.
That's
Gaben.
a sex boat, bro. The implication is there,
I feel like he doesn't need to buy a yacht. If you were a nerdy chick, it'd be fine.
dude. People with that much money don't need to do half the shit that they do. They just do it though.
I think that's what it is. I think they just do it because they can do it, not because they have to.
You know what I really want to know is what's going on in that, what is it, $5 billion sex dungeon that Zuckerberg's building down in Hawaii?
Yeah, I saw that. That's interesting.
Sex dungeon, bro. Without a
Not
doubt, dude.
sex dungeon. No,
Without
that's like
a
end of the
doubt,
world
bro.
doomsday type shit. No,
Jesse,
no.
imagine yourself, parallel universe. You're worth $250 billion. Where are you gonna put your sex dungeon, bro?
I don't want a sex dungeon. I
Stop
have
lying,
no
dude. Stop
dude.
lying.
Dude, I live in a sex dungeon. Like
We could tell by the lighting. That's what I'm really trying to
exactly.
figure out here.
Exactly. See? You don't need it when you live in it.
That's a That's actually a pretty good comeback. I'm not gonna lie to you. I live in a sex dungeon. Okay, I don't need a sex dungeon elsewhere. Damn. Shout out to Jesse on that one. That was, um, yeah. So here's the deal, audience. If you stay this long, we don't do crypto shows like other people do crypto shows. We do it like we do crypto shows, and I believe that's what put us on any kind of remnants of a map those many moons ago. We've tried to adapt and to be like those guys that dye their hair, flip it up, and talk about crypto really fast and make you think you're buying things that make you rich. We've tried to get well
I mean, I
produced
tried to do
shows.
that.
You
I
could do
didn't
that.
dye my hair. No, I never. I never once wanted to be a sellout, and I don't think I ever did.
But what we're going to start doing is just getting good old fashioned TBP energy back in the room. We're talking about
Is that a
crypto Nietzsche.
chocolate? No, it's a grape.
It's a great.
Yeah. Sorry.
We're going to. Ooh, this grape has a butt.
Is that a butt or is that infected?
I think it's a butt. I think it's an infected butt.
You know what's funny for this podcast to get real meta? Like I think we knew that we don't have a lot of time. Like we all work full-time jobs and we work more than 40 hours. We do a lot. We've always done a lot outside of the podcast. At one point, yeah, we had some extra money and we ramped up production quality. But then we realized like it became more detached from who we are as people. Like we didn't really bring our personalities into it. We kind of
It became a
talked about
job.
crypto in a way that was, yeah, well, it's not even became a job. It's just we talked about crypto in a way that at least wasn't so similar to the conversations we have when we're not trying to record a podcast to try to make it appeal to the general public, right? So like general public podcasts about crypto are like, here's the price, buy this shit coin, become rich. Like I mean, I'm generally not into that for various different reasons. I enjoy the tech. I speak about the tech. This hour of my life that I dedicate, I've always dedicated since like 2017 to recording this podcast has always been about joining D, joining Corey, learning a little bit about the news, maybe learning a few things here and there that I didn't know. Very topical. Most of the deep dives usually happened on my own personal time. And that's really what you should take away from this. Like, we'll give you some glimpses about what's happening in the industry, of course, and some episodes will have more, or this one is particularly less, but some episodes will have more well-structured content, doing a little bit more deep dives with well-prepared interviews. This just happens to be one of those podcasts where we're just showing up just to keep the cadence going, just to give you, kind of content that you might enjoy that isn't particularly attached to the euphoria that crypto generally tries to um, make a mainstay with the gambling aspects. So, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and we're going to be exploring way more things because that's what we do. We explore, we're constantly learning, we're constantly curious. I right now have this vein striking through my brain where I need to figure out where all these billionaires are building their sex dungeons and how they're going to operate. Right. So we're going to see that on the next episode. I mean, let's think about it. Bill Gates has had a sex dungeons for 30 years now. Where are they? How do they operate? How do you get into them? Right. So we'll talk about that a little bit and how crypto could be involved, maybe at the point of sale. Um, we'll talk about Jesse's sex dungeon, if there's a point of sale at it or not. Um, Corey has one as well. So, yeah, we're just gonna talk about things that we're interested in. So, yep. So, yeah. So, things you can look forward to is us shooting the shit about crypto like we used to. So keep
Would you
tuning
get
in.
drunk on
Huh?
a podcast again?
Oh yeah, of course, but not to the point where I would like, sacrifice my livelihood. But I would definitely have a couple drinks and have a conversation let loose.
Okay.
You want to do it right now tonight? It's a Tuesday, but
No. I have work to do. Like,
you don't drink. I know that for a fact. No,
I try
I'll tell
not
you,
to.
you drink such very situationally, and the situational list is very small.
I used to drink, like, I'll put it this way. When I went to my first security conference with Corey, I drank so fucking much. I never drank more in my life. But I realized my liver should not take that much alcohol, so I stopped.
Excuse me.
And ever since
Yeah.
then, I've been trying not to drink so much. And I cut out alcohol completely because I went on a health kick because my health was not going in the right direction after throwing myself at a pretend startup for years.
Do you feel better now? Pressure's off your shoulders.
No, I have real pressure now. I'm really in a startup now. So it's completely different. I'm not LARPing anymore.
Dude, you are. They're gonna write a story about you one day. They're gonna put it in a book.
I don't want to be in a book.
They're gonna put it online in a PDF.
I don't need that.
Well, look, it's obviously getting pretty late where we're recording, how we're recording, so we're not going to take up too much of you guys' time. We hope you tune into the next episode. This is TBP Season 2 episode Don't Know Yet. We're going to edit it and then probably figure that part out. We did forget to play the intro, so we're just going to go ahead and play it right now.
It's a Bitcoin podcast. The only one that's making your money is you. Listen to the Bitcoin podcast. So hold on and listen to the Bitcoin podcast now.
Oh God, I love that intro.
It's so good. It's so good.
You know,
Right.
I look so bad. I look so disheveled and like a homeless person in that.
In that intro?
Yeah, dude, I look like Mr. Miyagi had sex with Keanu Reeves and like was advanced age balding.
I don't agree with that at all. I actually feel like you look like someone who excels in owning and operating a sex dungeon. That's what
Fuck.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
You got me. You got me.
No, I think
Ah,
you look like John Wick. I think you look like more Asian John Wick. You do have Keanu vibes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes you have Keanu. Well, no, because Keanu was a. I think he's a person who understands where he is, and he knows like I play dumb people because deep down I connect with being dumb, and he's okay with that. He's like, I don't care.
what?
No, have you heard him in interviews? Like he's just like, listen, I'm at a point in my life where I will never argue with anybody. Like if they think
Uh,
2 + 2 = 5, I'll tell them they're right. I don't care. I'm not in any kind of. I never want to. It's like intelligence is so far off of his radar. He's just vibing. Like he's just life vibing. Like he doesn't care about anything.
What
He's
about
just
Jason
chilling.
Momoa? Is that like similar vibes? He's just
Yeah,
life
I think
vibing.
he's just vibing, dude. He's like,
He's
hey,
just like
I
yeah.
got kids, I got a wife, I'm doing my thing, I'm having
He doesn't
fun,
have
I
a
don't
wife anymore. He
care.
divorced.
Yeah, that's right. She was way older than him though, so now his
She
options
was
really
older.
opened up.
Yeah.
His options opened up. I'm not gonna lie, but he just seems one of those people. He's like, I'm just vibing, man. And obviously, I'm doing something right because people pay me millions of dollars to talk. So, anyways, we've done enough vibing for one episode. Corey will hopefully join us one day.
When he's not rolling with other men on the
Yeah,
ground,
he likes to
touching
get
each other.
sweaty with dudes and grab on them. True.
Uh,
I didn't say anything false there.
what is his sex dungeon? What is that gonna look like?
Oh, jeez. There's gonna be rubber padding everywhere.
I hope Corey watches this episode. He'll probably never watch it, but one day.
Yeah, he likes to make men submit. End
I
the
think you should stop
recording software. Why won't you end?
it.